I repeat, Yahweh ben Yahweh, Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh Bethune Sophie, Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh is the Mashiach, or the Messiah. Yahweh ben Yahweh, the Messiah, or the Mashiach, who first revealed himself to us as Moses Israel, Jeremiah 15:16, back in the year 1979. Though when he did, when Yahweh ben Yahweh first arrived to Miami, Florida in 1979, and he revealed himself only as, quote, Moses Israel, Jeremiah 15:16, end of quote, he knew back then that he is also Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh, Yahweh, that came to us in the flesh as the Son. Now, that reference you can read in the book of John, chapter 1, the entire chapter. And you can refer and use a reference of chapter 10 and verse 1 or verse 30 of the book of John. That's John chapter 10 and verse 30. You can confirm during your study as Yahweh and Yahweh ben Yahweh is one. In fact, it was also Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh, Bethune Sophie, Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh, Yahweh ben Yahweh back then, who was also Moses or Moshe, who was raised in Egypt by a particular beautiful her or daughter of another nation, which is an allegory and a simile of what is known as, quote, America the Beautiful, her, end of quote, of today. Now remember, there is no man living or dead that's physically or mentally on the planet Earth, today or yesterday, who knows of or knows where the sepulcher of Moshe or Moses is placed unto the earth to this very day. Now you can confirm that by reading Deuteronomy chapter 34 and verse 6. So, what does this mean? Well, it means that Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh, Yahweh, is the only deliverer of his own children. Now that's confirmed by reading the book of Deuteronomy chapter 23 and verse 14, and is found in the book of Jeremiah chapter 42 and verse 11. Read those two passages and confirm for yourself that Yahweh is the only deliverer of his own children. As I also repeat to you that Yahweh, even Yahweh ben Yahweh, is the Messiah, or the Mashiach, and is the only deliverer of his own children from exile then, just as he will do for Yehuda or Judah, who is in exile today in America and in all countries where they've been scattered, during and after slavery, and to this day. Yahweh ben Yahweh used the title or appellation, quote, Moses, end of quote, only to secure himself from Satan and his indelibly wicked angels, or devils, same thing. For example, the Hebrew name Moshe, as you know it today as Moses, as is commonly referred to and known by the English term, was the Messiah of the Father Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh, Yahweh, back in the days in Egypt. But, however, Moshe, or Moses, who was raised among his own people, was not the physical person as the one who delivered the children of Israel, or Yisrael, over to their promised land that Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh, Yahweh promised Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob's, or Jacob's, 12 tribes of Israel. Now you can confirm that reference in the book of Deuteronomy chapter 34 and verses 1 through 8. Just like that of today. That is, now that Yahweh ben Yahweh has ascended back into heaven. In other words, there is only one that was raised from among Yehuda or Judah, who is in the United States of America today, that is the massive land in the west of the world, of the earth, that is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. Reference Revelation chapter 11, verse 8. And hidden allegorically under two words or nouns, that is Zerubbabel and the inanimate name Babylon. Now, there is also one who is just like unto Yahushua or Yahushua, and just like unto Yirmiyahu or Yirmiyah, whom Yahweh, even Yahweh ben Yahweh, raised and sent to his own people, that bears the ineffable name Yahweh, which is also part of his name. Reference the book of John, chapter 14, and verse 26. Please read that and confirm it for yourself. Also, as a reminder, I'm being reminded to inform you for more of this prophecy that relates to the obedience and the deliverance of Yehudah or Judah and their promise. Please read the book of Jeremiah, in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 42, and begin at verse 4 through 22. Read that on your own during your study for more proof and confirmation about the Messiah and the deliverance, or who will deliver the tribe of Yehudah or Judah that is now in exile in the Westland or Babylon. Thank you for clicking the arrow and tuning in to this testimony. Praise Yahweh. Shalom Aleichem.